Welcome to Get Scared, our spooky treehouse pal around, where each week we talk about something spooky, something ooky, and sometimes nothing like that at all. And if that sounds good to you, then it's time to get scared. I didn't totally remember the...
you just intro. Messed up one word.
I'll get it down eventually. It's something spooky, something...
Scary.
Scary?
Because here's how you think of it. Something spooky. Ooh. Something scary. Ah!
Oh, that's
something
nice.
Like nothing like that at all.
That's a good little device.
Hey, I'm here.
Sorry. I wanted to let that breathe.
I'm sorry. That is a really good approach to when someone says something out of pocket or bad. You can let it breathe and they'll realize. And I've realized.
I love pregnant pauses so much.
Well,
especially when everyone agrees and everyone is just like, let's see how far we can take this.
I'm at 9 months. If that was a pregnant pause, that was crazy.
Well, we're joined this week by the wonderful Garrett Watts. Garrett, thank you for being here.
Hey, you're welcome. I love being here. Speaking of wonderful, you know what?
Yeah.
You got the Madam Morrible, flip it around, wicked witch lighting.
We do. We were talking before rolling that we do sort of have wicked lighting right now.
Yeah.
The pinkish, greenish.
Yeah.
Those are the two.
It's purple.
That's purple, but it's pinkish.
God, trying to make it purple.
What the hell is this podcast about anyways?
Well, it's about some spooky things and ooky things, and sometimes none of those things. That's what we say around here. Stephen and Ryan are not here this week. They're going to be here for the next few episodes as we ride this beautiful baby into the sunset. And burp it and lay it down and give it a little kiss, you know?
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
I held a baby over Thanksgiving and I was like,
what was it like?
I was like, there's something to this.
To holding baby.
Yeah, it was really to holding baby.
Yeah, you got to do it.
It was really sweet. Who needs them? The guys you were just talking about. I'm here. I'm trying to work on my confidence.
Oh, that's good.
Thanks.
You're worth two men.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going to be talking about simulation theory today.
I asked Garrett, what do you want to talk about? And he said, simulation theory.
Just like that, simulation theory is what I said.
Well, we'll get to that event. We do some chit chat up top, see how you been? What you saying?
And many people say that's the part that they like the most.
Let's do that then.
Yeah, no, we will. I just want to clarify up top. I have never given a second thought to simulation theory.
Really? I think about it a lot.
Maybe I'm in it. You know,
see, now we're talking, but let's get I like the little, what's it called? The little life talk. That's fun. Let's do that.
We call it the life talk portion of the show.
This is called the life talk portion. My life talk up top is that tomorrow we're going to be embarking on several ghost hunts.
Oh.
And we're going to be stopping at a place that you, Garrett, were just at.
Preston Castle.
I don't know much about it.
You can say that?
I don't care. Ryan's not here.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right.
Whoa.
That's a Shane exclusive.
Well, technically, I said it first, so that was a Garrett Watts exclusive. That place is incredible. I think you're in for a treat. It's one of the most alive locations I've ever been in. But this isn't shop talk. This is life talk.
It's life talk.
That is life, though.
It is life. Well, the other fun thing is that we're Mari and Sarah are joining us for one of the ghost hunts this week. So that's life talk.
I like that.
That's wife talk.
Oh,
life talk.
You got it.
Wife talk. That's really nice. Wives are great.
Yeah, they are. I'm very excited for Sarah to ghost hunt for the first time because she agreed to do it and then was sort of like, what do we do exactly because she's sort of a non-believer like myself. And it sort of seemed to occur to her for the first time, like, how does this work for you?
It was really funny to be in a room with the four of you.
Yeah.
Talking about ghost files. And it was the same exact, like
the line down the middle.
The line down the middle was the exact same. It was very funny.
Can I tell you something? Because this is a video podcast. I see there's a camera. That's my camera.
Yeah, that's your camera.
Can I tell you something?
Eyes.
Can I tell you something I'm self-conscious about?
Yeah.
I was late coming here today because I have like a pimple on my lip. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to cover it up desperately. Yeah. You know what I mean? Is it visible?
No, you got a microphone.
You also have a humongous microphone.
Okay. This is good because if someone brought it in the comments, I was going to say, I will freak out. You
can't even notice it.
If anyone talks about it in the comments, even though it's blocked, you can't. You can talk about anything. You can talk about politics.
We've got the green.
You can talk about politics.
Yeah, and you're covered in green.
You got the green alfalfa light on you.
Vaccines.
What did you say, alfalfa?
You want?
I want people to talk about anything, but not my lip.
We us three rascals. We Us 3 just had a little fun last week at Maddie's Friendsgiving.
Oh,
That's right.
This is fun. I'll tell you something that happened. Yeah. I was talking to Andrew Sawicki. We were just yapping, and he went
name drop.
Yeah, Andrew Sawicki is such a cool name to say out loud. I never call him just Andrew. It's always Andrew Sawicki.
We have Andrew Ilnicki, and you have an Andrew Sawicki.
No.
Oh, the two of them must meet.
Maybe they can't. Maybe it's like North and South magnets.
North
and North magnets.
Can you curse on this podcast?
Go drink a bucket of piss, bitch.
I love
Clip
it.
that, folks.
Clip it.
Clip it.
I think all the time about how like kids cuss. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the damn is what the?
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Mother trucker, dude. That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick.
I have a Slack with a lot of my friends from college, high school, life.
Oh,
and they have a channel on there where they just post funny quotes from their children.
Oh, that's funny. Parents never do that. They need to write them down more because they say some funny stuff and then they forget.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's like if anyone's telling you that, you're like, whatever. But when it's your friends, your funny friends.
Quite often I hear a quote from a child and I go, you're lying.
Yeah.
You made that up.
It's not.
Yeah. You think kids are lying a lot?
No, I think the parents are lying. About their kids.
Yeah. Oh, you mean on Facebook when they're like, I woke up this morning to my daughter coming up and saying, you know, that life, you only have one shot at life and you need to take every opportunity, you know.
What's the famous one? What's the, when Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, the woman was like, my daughter did the Wakanda salute and said, Ruth Conda forever or something, which honestly, maybe she did.
Incredible.
And people are like, there's no way this happened.
Very funny choice for that kid to have executed on that.
I mean, sort of pop culture jazz there, you know?
The other thing, though, is like when it's comedy, kids are so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Kids are so funny.
There are some kids that are just because kids are so primal. They're so, they have no rules. They have no decorum. They don't know any of that stuff yet. So they just say and that's what comedy is just primal instinct out loud. You know what I mean? And the things that kids say sometimes just have like brought me to tears.
They say the darndest things.
That's true. Yeah. Oh yeah. So Friendsgiving, we were chopping it up, having a great time.
Here it comes.
Can I pause it real quick and just say forewarning? I know that you all get really upset when we interrupt each other when people are telling stories. It's going to be a bad one today for that specifically.
Wait. I don't know. I thought it'd be funny to interrupt you saying that. But I did the Punisher. Wait. No. You know? Oh God, you don't.
Who's the Punisher? He's
Tom Jane.
No.
Oh.
The viewer knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, John Bernthal.
Yeah.
We talked about John Bernthal a few weeks ago because he doesn't like naps. And when we do.
I don't like naps.
Well, you and John Bernthal would be thick as thieves.
We would be.
I mean, you can't say I don't like naps when you sleep till like 3 p.m.
But I just one big long nap. No, that doesn't work. Whenever people in my own life, okay, dude, actually, this is a little bit of a hot take for me. Okay, what?
You got him.
No one got me. That's my point, dude. There's people in my own life that like, you know, my family or friends and they'll message me and I'll message back at 1 p.m. and, what are you up to? I just woke up. And they like clown on you. It's just kind of like, they treat you like a teenager. And I kind of want to always respond and be like, are we going to pretend like I'm not sort of winning in this scenario?
Because you can sleep late?
No, I'm serious. It is kind of one of those things to where I'm always a nice guy and I'm like, oh yeah, I sleep late. But it's like, don't tease me about that.
What time do you go to bed?
And when the sun comes up.
Oh, you're one of those. Yeah.
But you know, it is kind of funny because when my friends.
That sounded derogatory when I said you're one of those, but that's not.
No.
Okay, good.
No, that's okay.
Great.
There's an inherent, a normative.
There's a lot of sleep shame, sleep schedule shame, which, I think it's really unmerited. Even around naps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, our bodies are not designed to work this way.
Well, no. In Europe, they sleep from 1 p.m. They sleep their regular hours and then from like 1 to 5.
They smoke cigarettes.
They smoke cigarettes and take naps at the same time.
People died like that. Edie Sedgwick almost died like that.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Shane from Get Scared. Hey, you know that doctor's appointment that you were supposed to make, a while ago? The one that you meant to book, but you got sidetracked and you completely forgot about it until now? Why not book it today? That's right. ZocDoc makes it easy to find the right doctor right now, and it's all online. You'll probably be able to book an appointment before the end of this ad. As I get older, I keep catching myself thinking, I should go to the doctor more, to deal with things like sleep trouble, stress, and don't even get me started on the back pain. But it can be tough to get to the doctor. I want to keep myself healthy. But the system makes it impossible to find the right doctor for my needs until I found ZocDoc. They make it so easy to find the right fit and book an appointment fast directly on their website. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. With ZocDoc, you can book in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, primary care to urgent care, and more. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance and are located nearby, are a good fit for any medical need you may have, and are highly rated by verified patients. Look, if you're like me and you need barriers removed to get to the doctor, ZocDoc is here to help. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/watcher to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today.
Anyways, Andrew. And by the way, I don't, sleeping, it's sleep shame, not great. If someone tells you they have unconventional sleep hours, just be like, interesting. Let them live.
Yeah.
Having said that, I really need to start waking up.
Yeah,
really.
you gotta fix it, man. You gotta get your life together.
I get really self-conscious about it. And then I realize I'm getting self-conscious and defensive because I know I'm like objectively in the wrong, but that's everything.
There you go.
Hey,
you're not wrong for sleeping when you need to sleep.
I do like having that.
I feel like I've gotten pushed into sleeping more normal.
Oh, yes.
Normal, quote unquote. Because, we've had a long history of like just being night owls, hoot, hoot. And
hoot, hoot.
Matt will come over at like 1 a.m. to watch a movie. It's cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not crazy. I celebrate it. I met you guys at the movie. You guys go to movies late too.
Well, unfortunately, and we're getting to the Andrew Swicky story, so hang on. But unfortunately, for some reason, the theater that we go to stopped putting movies at like 11, beyond 11 p.m.
Yeah.
We got to walk it back. We got to do.
Yeah.
This is a very Gorley and Russ thing where we go movies. Okay, we were back to seeing movies late.
Yeah.
Staying up late.
Yeah.
We both stayed up late.
Yeah.
And then waking up. You said, I don't like naps, because then you said Punisher. Talking about, when I talked about John Bernthal not liking naps. And then you had said, wait. Oh, and then that was just back to us interrupting each other.
My God, that was really good. I can't even do that. I could be having the most serious conversation of my entire life and wouldn't be able to do that, what he just did.
So Wiki.
Listen, we had Friendsgiving together. All of us. Matt hosted a beautiful annual Friendsgiving.
I was the first one to show up, and I felt goofy about it.
The first person to show up is always the person who's never been there before.
You said doors at 4, like it was the Palladium.
That he did say doors.
Did I say doors? You said doors at 4. So Sarah and I were like, we'll play it cool and get there at 4:20.
Oh.
I knocked on the door. There's no noise. I opened it. There's no one there. I was like, hello?
Whoa.
I think Sadie was in the other room or something. And then Matt showed up behind us. You were taking Willow for a walk or picking something up? Yeah.
So around, I don't know, like there was this moment when Andrew and I like ran into Andrew at this Friendsgiving, and he was like looking around and he went, is it just me or did Shane just like ghost like a motherfucker? Or like, did he I think he said those words. And then it was really funny because I looked around and I was like, yeah, he hit that. What is it? Irish exit?
The Irish goodbye?
Irish goodbye. I was like, yeah, he hit that. He hit that hard. And I said something like, for a guy who doesn't believe in ghosts, he sure did. Woo.
I have a rich history of sort of, especially at a party like that where there's a lot of people.
I just thought you'd appreciate the little, for a guy who doesn't believe in ghosts, he sure did. Andrew,
I scooted.
Andrew liked that line. He thought it was pretty, that was pretty good.
I had a lot of great conversations, had a lot of great food. And then, I wanted to go home.
It's the respectful thing to do, I believe. In certain occasions, if it's like 8 to 12 people, maybe you can say goodbye. But it's the respectful thing to do, not to go up to the host and be like, I'm leaving. Your party is coming to a close. That's what I was taught. Like, it's a cool thing just to be like, they won't notice. Let them vibe. Let them host. I'm going to dip.
Yeah,
I think it's fun.
we said farewell to Matt and Sadie, and we were like, "Hey, we're getting out of here. We'll fade away. The party will keep going, and then maybe 10 minutes later, someone will go, "Wait a minute, where'd they go?" You know,
that's like a wet rag. I respect that, which is why I was like,
that's like a wet rag.
It is to like go around and be like, "Oh, okay, it's good.
I'm leaving."
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Oh, here we go. Well, that's enough for me.
Oh, yeah.
This was one of the first years we were in LA for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It was what a joy. I remember the first year I was in LA, I was here for Thanksgiving, and boy, it's fun. It's a ghost town. I went to Lincoln Hops in Glendale, the sausage restaurant.
Oh, there's a sausage restaurant.
Yeah, there's a sausage restaurant, Lincoln Hops in Glendale, a sausage restaurant.
Lincoln
Hops.
Hey.
Lincoln and hops.
It's sausage and beer.
Yeah.
Just the comments on this.
It's sausage and beer, hops,
this
beer.
episode is like really bad.
No, they'll have a good time.
It's truly split down the middle. Like half the people are like, I really like it when you all just go crazy, and then the other people are like, stop interrupting each other.
The other thing we were talking about at Thanksgiving that I want to talk about here because look, people know it. I like movies. Yeah, Matt, you're a movie head. Garrett, you're a movie head.
Big time.
We love film.
Big time.
That's kind of a cool thing about us.
Yeah.
It's a unique thing too.
We were taught, and I want to bring this up because I have so much love for this film. But we were talking about a Boy.
Oh, wonderful.
This episode is coming out in December. It's a great time to watch the film About a Boy.
No better month.
No better month.
Yeah.
Because it kind of runs the gamut from Thanksgiving to New Year's in the movie.
Listen, if you want a movie with heart, with soul power, that's sweet, a little saccharine, but in a respectful way, please watch About a Boy. Oh, if you're looking to watch a movie with your mom, watch About a Boy.
Oh, absolutely.
A perfect movie to watch.
But we were talking about the soundtrack specifically, which is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. I listen to it. It's by I love it when a movie gets an artist to basically like make an album. That's
Wuthering Heights by Charlie XCX.
Is Charlie doing all the music for that movie?
Fingers crossed, it'd be cool. I don't know why people are hating on that movie. Like they're kind of looking at the trailer and being like, is that just a Twitterification of the reputation of that movie? Because that looks really cool and people loved her last film.
It looks beautiful. I never saw
Saltburn director. Yeah, and I love Wuthering Heights. We've had so many classic versions of it that I'm like, let this woman cook.
But I generally, my thought is if someone's making a movie about a old book.
Yeah.
And people are like, maybe I'll read that book.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was glad.
If a director who now has a lot of clout is like, I'm going to adapt an old classic.
Yes.
Cool. Fun. Anyway, About a Boy.
Oh.
The soundtrack. I watched it last year. The last year, Sarah and I went to London around Thanksgiving. And we had planned the trip months in advance and accidentally booked our flight to London on Thanksgiving. Oh. Like we weren't conscious of when Thanksgiving was. We were like, this looks like a good day to fly out.
Because it changes.
Well, does it change? It's always the last Thursday, right?
But the date's not the same.
Right, exactly. So we were like, we just did not even clock it. And so we had like a little bit of a Thanksgiving thing and then flew to London. And we were flying there on Thanksgiving, which was I've never traveled on Thanksgiving.
Whoa, did they give you some sort of biscuit or roll?
I think they gave me a biscuit of some sort.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
I put About a Boy on the plane, and by the end of it, I was just sobbing.
Really?
I had wet cheeks, I can tell you that much.
You had wet cheeks. What's the last thing that made you cry, Matt, that it was so beautiful? Like anything.
That's good. That's good.
The other day I was watching the Defunct Land documentary, the new one that came out.
He make you cry?
The animatronics one?
So this is the thing. I was talking to my wife about this. I was like, something's going on. Like I'm really sensitive. And it's just like these small things where like in the thing, and I won't spoil anything, but I'll spoil 1 second of a 4-hour documentary. He talks about how like Disneyland thinks about how Mickey interacts with kids. And like for some reason, like the way that like he had said that like Mickey Mouse has to make sure to always take the blame when he's talking to kids, and it's never their fault. And I was just like, just the thought of that and like the extra effort to make sure that this interaction is like all of these rules for how a kid might experience that for the first time, it melted my heart, and I like immediately like started tearing up. And I was like, "What the hell's going on?"
That's always what it's like when something so beautiful happens that it's never tears that you feel coming. It's just instant. And you go, "Why am I crying right now?" It's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm so
it's
affected
nice when
by
it
it.
happens.
It is nice when it happens. I did it the last time I did it was very recently with this song called "Sign of the Times" by Daniel Caesar. And it was just like the second it started, I just instantly I was like, I don't know what it was, the honesty of the song. Great. And it's now become one of my favorite songs of 2025. It's the last thing that made me cry. It was so beautiful. What about you? Oh, About a Boy. I mean, yeah.
About a Boy last Thanksgiving.
It's been a year.
No. This is interesting because very recently I was posing this question to people because I've been trying to read a lot more this year.
Good, me too. Yeah.
Which is, internet bad, try to read more book. I don't want to pay much attention to what's going on the internet. Everyone's like talking about AI and I'm like, fuck all this.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at feeds.
Reading is the opposite of scrolling for sure.
Yeah. So I've been reading a lot of like kind of different books. And over our recent ghost hunting trip, I read the book Giovanni's Room. But I was asking people recently, I was like, when you get to the end of a book and you hit the last line, does it often, because like when I get to the last line of a book, it's very rarely like, Oh, yeah. A lot of times, like I'll get to the end and I'll be like, okay, close the book, walk away. And then either the book will sort of eat at me for a few weeks and I'll be like, okay, we got something. Like I can't stop thinking about this. Or it's just like, okay. There's never like really like an impact, like a immediate sort of like thing.
It's a quiet affair.
Oh, hair loss isn't just about hair. That's what I always say. It's about how you feel when you look in the mirror. And you know what? Hims helps you take back that confidence with access to simple, personalized care that fits your life. Hims offers convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that work, including chews, oral medication, serums, and sprays. Doctor-trusted ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil can stop further hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. Oh, yeah, now you shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hims brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first. For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/watcher. That's hims.com/watcher for your free online visit. hims.com/watcher. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information. Actually, one I read recently that had absolute banger, like last line, Rebecca.
Oh, I love Rebecca. The 1940 film.
Mm-hmm.
I love Rebecca. Oh, please watch Rebecca.
You got to watch Rebecca.
It's
the book ending just gets it right in there.
I have a Rebecca tea set, a little plate and a teacup.
Rebecca tea set?
Yeah, it was custom painted. I love Rebecca. And I have a Rebecca cologne.
Rebecca cologne?
You got to stop.
Rebecca cologne.
What's she smell like?
Wait a minute. That right there, baby. That's Matt Rial. Say it again.
Rebecca cologne.
Yeah.
It's not very good.
Yes, it is.
What does it smell like? Because the vibe of Rebecca is like she haunts,
it's to capture the scent of, what's the main character? The man. Shoot, I'm so sorry. It's escaping me right now. But
Manderley is the house. What's
Manderley
his name?
Bay is the house. But yeah, it's him. And so it's to capture like what he would, sort of smell like. And it's very beautiful. And I'm very attracted to him in the movie Rebecca.
Oh.
So I want to smell like him. I'm a creep. I'm a creepy boy.
I just want to smell like him.
Kind of.
In any case, but what I was getting at is books don't normally, you get to the end of a book and I'm like, okay. And maybe this will stick with me, or maybe I'm just happy to have read this, whatever. I'm very rarely not happy to have read a book. You know? I'm usually like, I got something out of that, even if I didn't love it.
But you're talking about when you make it to the end. Do you ever give up?
Oh, well, that's also part of what this year has been about, because
he's giving up.
Well, no, I'm the king of starting books and not finishing them.
I think that's good.
Well, it's good as long as you finish like a
book.
sizable, percentage of them.
I don't even think so.
I don't know. Well, and that's the thing is this
There's
year,
so many books.
That's the problem because I start reading a book, I get excited about it, and then I'm excited about some other book. There's so many books. There's so many things I want to read. If I'm spending a long time reading one book, I'm starting to think about other books I want to read, and I get antsy. But this year has been about finishing books. If I'm starting a book, I'm finishing a book.
Okay.
But so on this recent trip, I was reading Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin, which is set in Paris, and it's a sexy time for Paris.
Ooh.
When is it not?
Yeah. They're in the book, they call Paris the old whore.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm like, God, what a culture.
Yeah.
That's crazy. To call your city that. They're just crazy. Drinking a lot of cognac and eating a lot of oysters.
Oh, that's the life. Oh, imagine we all go to Paris.
Imagine.
That'd be cool.
But I got to the end of the book and was not particularly throughout the book, I was not really devastated by it in any way. I was on a plane, which
you're on a plane
may have accounted for why this.
Do you limit your reactions on planes?
No. But I've heard people say that when you watch movies on planes or read books, you are more prone to crying.
Oh, really?
Interesting. Because you're being squeezed like a push pop.
I don't know. I kind of put it down and then I just had some tears.
Just wept.
There was some way, and it's not even it's definitely a bit of a sad ending. It's just kind of I was just a little overwhelmed by it. I was like, Jesus.
Oh.
I just kind of tucked it in my backpack and there was another hour left on the flight. I was like, I guess I'll just sit here.
You just raw dogged it?
But so I think it's maybe the first time a book has really kind of punched me in the gut.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. What's it called?
Giovanni's Room.
Giovanni's Room.
It's
beautiful.
A few weeks ago, I went to the local bookstore and just grabbed a handful of books, and I went to go check out, and the guy at the register was like, "Oops, all bangers, huh?"
Oh,
that's really funny.
Really good. That guy's cool. Did you hang out with him?
No, but I've seen him there several times. He's
most people interact with people and they go, "Okay, but that was the interaction with this person."
Not me.
But you.
I hang out. Oh my gosh, I'm always like, "Let's go."
Well, I have chatted with him. He's a chatty guy. I've checked out with him several times at that bookstore, and he's always got stuff I love a bookstore guy who's got a lot to say.
You look like a bookstore.
Thank you.
Bookstore looking ass.
Yeah.
Because I'm wearing wool.
No, it's a compliment. For sure.
I don't really like it when I'm at a grocery store or pretty much any store where I'm developing a familiarity with the person behind the counter.
You don't like that?
I hate it.
Why don't you like that?
Maybe it's the I don't want to be perceived, and I would love to know your all's thoughts. Do you like? And it was one of the things that I didn't love about the South is that everybody's really familiar and nice and friendly, and they talk a lot.
Yeah,
it's just not my speed.
Friendly,
and they talk a lot. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying is that they love to talk in excess.
Yeah.
They just to be very familiar with people, and then I'm like a cat of a person. Forgive me for this, but sometimes I can be chatty with people. But if I'm left to my own devices, I'll just be like, okay. But anyway, the other day I went into this donut place that I've started to go into near my apartment.
Yeah,
I always carry my dog.
Could be a regular.
I was carrying my dog in there, and then I get 2 donuts.
Oh.
The other day, the lady was on the phone when I came in.
Mm-hmm.
And she, it's an audio podcast, so I'll talk through it. She was on the phone and she was like something, and she waved at me, picked up the tongs, walked over to the donut thing and grabbed, I just pointed and she grabbed them and then she checked me out. Not a word exchanged.
Wonderful.
And I bought my 2 donuts.
And you like that or you don't like
I was
that?
like.
He wants the world to work like that.
Well, I like that we didn't talk. That was my favorite part of it.
You get a little...
But I was
not talking is a familiarity.
I was like, this is a little much. I should come here less, I think.
Listen, Matt, there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's cool that she was familiar enough.
No, I appreciated that.
Yeah.
I think I have the dream of being a regular at a place and them being like, hey, come on in.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't know that I'd be good at that.
I'd be good at it if they didn't talk, and you've really defined a very important factor of it.
But
is if they just
being a
left
regular is them talking to you.
That's the
really.
thing.
Yeah.
I like your version of a regular, Matt. A quiet, solitude to familiarity. Like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, it's like my dog walking into a room.
Yeah.
I don't have to interact.
That's a
relationship.
relationship.
Like, hey,
I want a relationship like that. I really do. Like a very quiet, stoic. Like that's why I'm single, is because those don't exist. Like I don't want to respond to a text ever.
You want a robot?
No.
Yeah, you want a robot.
Okay, maybe if I could design.
You want
it.
that like creepy little one they showed who walks like it's got a little shit in its pants. What's that one's
What
name?
are you talking about?
What's that robot's name?
shit pants.
I don't want to.
Everyone knows the shit pants robot.
You're talking about robot shit pants.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Fassbender in Covenant. Is that what you're
David?
talking?
His name's David?
Yeah, that I'll have that robot.
He's also
We're
in
never gonna get
Prometheus.
Yeah.
I love.
So we're going to talk about him
Prometheus.
in Walter is in Covenant.
Oh,
if you
they
were
have
to
different
be
names.
specific to the one that's in
I
Covenant.
love the beginning of Alien Covenant when he's like, "You're my creator."
Oh, Factor. Well, folks, the holidays are here, and you know what that means. Cookies, cakes, drinks. Eating a regular meal is more important than ever. Now, that's where Factor comes in. Their chefs do the shopping and the chopping to bring you fresh, never frozen, fully cooked meals right to your doorstep. All you got to do is heat and eat. All of their meals are dietitian approved, so you know you're getting the nutrition you need, along with all the flavors that you crave. Now, when it comes to meals, everyone wants the same thing. Options. Now, that's why Factor offers 35 wholesome meals every week, including Gourmet Plus, Keto, Calorie Smart, Vegan Plus, Veggie, so you'll always find something that you love that suits your lifestyle. You work hard, so treat your body right with Factor. Their fresh, never frozen, chef-crafted meals make it easy to get the nutrition that you need with a restaurant-like experience you deserve. There's no prep and no mess, just delicious meals that feature premium ingredients like filet mignon, shrimp, and blackened salmon, delivered right to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. Wow, you'll savor every bite. Head to factormeals.com/watcher50 and use code watcher50 to get 50% off your first box and 20% off your next month. That's code watcher50 at factormeals.com/watcher50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month.
Can I tell you something? You mentioned airplanes before, and I want to tell you, sometimes I think it's nice when you're on a public-facing thing to talk about something that might be valuable, not only to you and you, but to the listener. I have this thing on a playlist called Death Songs, and it's exactly what it sounds like. So no one is prepared for the death. It only happens one time, right?
Oh.
So when a plane gets, you see where I'm going with this, right?
Oh, I see where you're going.
And it's actually very beautiful because I think that there's something really cool about like what I want to listen to. Like when I go, I think it'd be really beautiful if a song was playing that I really liked. So
I will follow you into the dark.
well, that's nice. That's really God, dude. That's really nice. But Jesus.
What's the one?
What is it?
Oh yeah, but the one by
Somewhere Over the
Somewhere
Rainbow.
Over the Rainbow.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
By
good.
Izzy.
Yeah.
Remember that when Dr. Mark Green died on ER?
Ooh, yeah, that's really nice. But I think it's a good thing to do, and I put it on when there's like radical turbulence. I'll be like, all right, if I'm going to go, and then it starts.
You're like have them primed, and you're like
I do.
loaded
No,
up.
it's ready to.
Okay,
It's not.
I misunderstood what you're going for here. I thought you were saying songs to be played like at a memorial.
No, I do have that playlist as well for hospice. But no. It's called Death Songs, and it's just if I'm in a bad situation, I can put it on. So even if like
I'm going to do Hurdy-Gurdy Man.
But listen, it is a good idea though, especially for turbulence, and it also calms me because they're like the best songs I've ever heard in my life. So I'm just saying.
Can you tell us one?
Can you tell us one?
From Death Songs? Sure.
Is this playlist
You
just called
acting like
Death Songs?
from Death Songs?
Oh, from Death
I'm sorry.
Songs?
I don't know.
Which volume?
I don't know why I reacted like
Death
that.
Songs.
That was
No, that's what I call Death Song.
that was. I mean, they're probably a little. Death Songs.
Well, if they're too personal. to
No.
share,
That's fine. I think it's
maybe you'll
interesting.
give someone a beautiful. I mean, obviously, these are probably some of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard.
Wow. The first time I ever saw your face by Roberta Flack. Yeah, Even If We Try by the Nightbeds, Moon River by Frank Ocean, Short and Sweet by Brittany Howard. There's several. There's like 12 in here actually. When We're Older by James Blake, which is a cover of his Beyonce song Other Side, which is a very death positive song.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I love when songs explore the subject of death, and not only that, but death positivity and speaking about it in a way that lacks fear. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is a glowing example. Is Other Side by Beyonce, or if you want the James Blake male version, When We're Older, which is a
male
cover
version.
of Other Side.
Male version.
But songs that explore that. about how beautiful the idea of like, oh, it's so cool. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
The
an
album, do you know Hospice? The album Hospice?
There's an album called
you've
Hospice.
talked about this.
No, what is it? Is it what I think it is? What is it?
It's a deeply personal album.
Oh, please. I love this. I can't.
You ever listen to the Weaker Thans?
No?
They got a lot of death.
You've mentioned these songs before.
You have to share these with me. I so do love this subject. I love it so much.
I came up with one.
Go on.
Okay, I want to die like this.
Crazy frog.
And I'll tell you when I'm going to die.
Okay.
I die right there.
Wow, that's a very specific time.
But simultaneously, I do think it's a good idea to have a playlist of music that you want played like at your memorial, right?
That's a really nice idea too. But some people are bad DJs.
Yeah, that's true.
I would know.
I mean, hey, it's your event.
I used to be a wedding DJ, and the some of the songs that the bride wanted, I'd be like, listen, of course you can have it your way. That's going to be awful though.
They wanted the Burger King theme.
No. Oh, see, that's it right there. That's his magic.
Yeah,
I love that
magic.
Because you have to go. Did he misunderstand me? Then you go, oh shit, he's a mile ahead of me.
Yeah.
I do think it's a cool thing though. Death songs. It's a nice thing to do.
No, that's super nice.
It is nice. You'll never be prepared for it, and
especially because like celebrations of life are now way more in vogue, especially for like, you know,
funerals are kind of out. They fell off.
Funerals are out. Celebrations of life are in.
Well, that is a nice way to look at it, right? Yeah. I hope that. Oh, I'll put it on record right now when I go. You know.
Yeah.
Let's make it a nice party. You know, a big affair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
You guys don't have to plan it. Don't worry. But
well, be there though.
Yes, I hope so.
Do you ever
if I'm not busy, yeah.
I always wonder. This is so dismal. I don't want the viewer to get scared when I say this, but
You said it.
What?
I think it's scared.
Oh, no, that's cool. When I was a kid, I thought that if they didn't say the name of the movie in the movie, that it was illegal, that they'd get a huge fine.
Titular line.
Yeah, I really did.
Good. I know that's true that you thought that. That's so fucking.
It's really weird because when I hear it, I'd be like, well, they just saved like a lot of money, and I don't know why I thought that.
Yeah.
But anyways, what I was gonna say? No, it's too dark. I can't say it. I always think very often of like later in life, or maybe it's me. Like, which of will I ever grieve Matt? Will I ever grieve you, or will you grieve me first?
That's fun.
I think a lot about it. No, I know what it is a really, again, I'm extremely death positive. So it's never a strange thing for me to talk about. And I always go, I hope for my loved ones that in a weird way that I go first. I never want my family to have to grieve me. So I can bear the burden of death.
You go first. That they go first.
No, that I go first because
they would grieve you if you go first.
I'm sorry. Yes.
You want to go last.
I want to go last because I am really good with grief and death is something I think a lot about. And so I'm like, I can take it, but I don't want that for my mom or for my family or for my friends or anyone. So I hope I live till I'm 102.
That's ideal. I want to go long.
I have no desire to die.
See, and me neither. I love life. I want to live a long time. But something that people bring up because I'm always single, like I'm a very, very single person. And, you know, when people talk about it, that, you know, the point they always bring up, right, is like, well, when you're older, don't you want, you know, kids or family or like someone to take care of you? And my counter to that is like, we're going to have autonomous robots that can lift like 300 pounds.
You're going to have that shit pants robot.
I mean, it's actually
You're going to be doing the dosey.
That is true though. When we are older, whether we like it or not, we're going to have robots.
We will have robots. And even if someone's, and this viewer.
I never thought about
you
that.
listening to this.
That is going to happen.
Like they're on the rise now.
There is so much dignity and beauty in that because as we know.
Bicentennial man.
The things that happen when we get older, we need care for. We don't want other people dealing with that. You know, showering is a mild example, but there is such dignity in that. And it's going to be a really beautiful thing.
Also. Yeah. Generations that exist now who are getting older, like the elderly now.
Yeah.
They don't have the joy of video games.
I love that you said this.
When we're old.
Yes.
I'm just be playing fucking Fortnite.
Thank you for saying so.
You know, even if my body is like incapable of doing anything, I'll be like, all right, let's get on that island, you know?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I'll be playing Grand Theft Auto 7. That's what we'll be on when I'm 92. No, but I will, like, if my hands don't work, I will play with my eyes. I will find a way.
They'll hook it up to the noggin and you'll just be able to sort of, I think.
You'll be in a haptic suit, 90 years old going,
whoa! Those are some big bazingas.
Now, I don't know. Before we get to simulation theory.
Well, this is the thing, is like we're talking about death and life as though that's something that either of us will even have to experience.
Holy smokes. This is the masterclass of segues right here. And it was completely accidental because one of my absolute strongest theory for why this could be a simulation. Do you want to hear it? And by the way, let me preface this, and I feel like you both will agree with this. My theories on the simulation are never, it's going to affect my waking life. I don't want anyone to listen to this thinking like, does that affect him when he No, nothing that I feel, none of my theories actually affect how I carry myself, how I treat people, how I live. Not one single thing. They're just theories. And I actually really hate conspiracy theories, but this is the one that I think is really beautiful and cool because it's not a conspiracy. You know what I mean? Like it's actual like a philosophy, I think.
Anyways, it truly is like to jump to the very end of the conversation, you go, well, first off, what the hell does it matter? Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool just to preface this before any of us talk about this. But one of my absolute strongest theories for what this could be is that the idea of us uploading our consciousness is very on the brink. Like I'm talking probably like the next 250 years. Like it's very on the table to think that we could have the choice, like in the show Upload, if you've seen that. I think it's called Upload.
I started it. I couldn't get very far.
It's fine. But it at least it explores the topic of like, hey, you could upload your consciousness when you pass away, right? So, okay. Say that could happen, that you have a choice.
Are we in it? Are we having it?
No. Oh. Not necessarily.
Are we in what?
Are we talking simulation? Is it we're off to the races?
We're talking simulation.
Okay. So simulation, life chat over. You want to say anything else about your life?
Well, I had one thing that I wanted to squeeze in before that.
This is your podcast.
Matt, if there's not time for this, but I did want to do a get car real quick.
Oh my God, you want to do a get car?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
Can you cover the ED there?
Yeah.
Get car. This is a new episode of Get Car.
Honk honk.
Thank you. Thank you. This is a new segment that I'm rolling out.
Hey, can I do one?
Oh, do you have one?
I need someone to give me
Do you have a get car or do you have another?
Okay, I need someone to do the backing instrumentation. Okay, you ready?
Beep, beep, beep.
Wait, are you doing get card or?
Okay.
Matt. Oh, get ska?
Get ska.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounded like Under the Sea.
Oh, and then Matt do this from Lion King.
Get Scar.
Be prepared.
And then cover.
Isn't this beautiful? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, now that's nice.
Get care.
How you doing? Okay.
Seek help.
Or when your alien really loves you.
E.T.
Yeah.
Oh wait, just cover the first one.
I like that. No, E.T.
Move your left. Yeah.
Oh,
E.T. scared.
E.T. scared. E.T. scared. When he was gray.
Wow, this is so much fun. Have you ever done this before?
Well, we sort of busted this mechanic wide open with Get Car, which is but yeah, there's a lot you can do with it.
Wow.
Pitch your Get Scared segment, removing some of the letters from Get Scared without rearranging
E.T. scared. Or what about E.T. car?
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Driving to the store to get some Reese's Pieces.
Now on the previous Get Car, I was telling some of my encounters on the 5.
Oh.
But in this one,
today's episode,
of Get Car,
I didn't realize it was an actual segment. I thought you just did that.
No, I have a car thing that I was thinking of on the way into work yesterday, and I know this won't ever be implemented, but I was sort of like driving and having thoughts, and I thought, well, if they could implement this on all cars and make it standard, I think it would make the world a better place. Okay. And I want to know if you guys agree with this. And the listeners as well. The best way you can live your life is when someone is being a dick on the road is to think that they have the very best intentions. If someone is cutting you off and speeding in front of you, the best you could do is just be like, okay, maybe they're
pregnant wife in the backseat.
They spilled
poison
coffee on their lap, like or got to whatever. Yeah. So my thought was they should add a new indicator to cars, a light of some sort.
Yes,
that is essentially like this one's my bad light, or extenuating circumstances. I'm goofing. I'm wilding.
Sorry.
Now, exactly right. It's a sorry light. Now, I don't know what it looks like or where it is. Maybe an egg.
Yeah.
Egg on my face. A big egg on top of every car that lights up.
Yeah.
When there's egg on your face.
Oh.
Or maybe it's like a sunny side up egg draped over the top of the car that lights up. I'm not sure. Well, we can workshop all that. But I feel that there is a necessary mechanism you have to build in because I think if there were shitty drivers out there, one, maybe they wouldn't use it at all. But two, maybe they would use it all the time to just be like, I'll do whatever I want, whatever. Sorry, my bad.
All the BMWs doing a bunch of bullshit and then going, sorry, my bad.
But I don't, but the difference is I don't think BMWs would even bother.
They wouldn't have it.
No, they wouldn't have it.
No. Because everything they do is
even if it was
on
included
their face.
on every car, like they would find a way to like crowbar it off of there. You know?
Yeah, I tell you what, if BMW did do it, they would be charging a monthly subscription.
What is with your guys' BMW shade? What is this?
They're all horrible drivers.
I didn't know. I never.
Yeah, they're pretty bad, pretty uniformly bad.
Okay.
I think maybe a limit to how many times you can use it in a calendar year.
Oh,
3 times.
this is
What a cool down.
yeah.
3 times. That's my thought. Because how many times, even
I'm making mistakes more than that.
well, then maybe more.
It's not-
I was thinking about maybe at some point in the last year, maybe 2 years. I remember being at an intersection, and the person in front of me wasn't going, and I was like, "Come on, go!"
Yeah.
I had waited. I'm not an impulsive honker. I give them a few seconds if they're not going. Like, what? Come on, making sure.
Yeah.
But I did that at one point, and then I saw that it was a no turn right on red sign, and I was like, "That's my bad."
I always feel like when I'm at the no turn right on red that someone is going to honk at me because they don't care.
And I think I gave like the hand out the window, like, sorry, I just saw that. Sorry about that. But that's the perfect opportunity for me to turn on my egg and go, you know what? That's my bad. I saw what, you're waiting for. Sorry.
You just reminded me of something really crude I did once in Arizona. Someone did that to me. I was at a no turn on red, and they huge truck laid on their horn, and I did the jack off motion out the window.
You did the jack off motion out the window. But then did you point to the sign?
I did the jack off motion, and then I pointed. And you could.
That's really good.
I feel like that would confuse me.
No. You could feel the tangible understanding of this man behind
me. Is that you
me.
saying, look at the sign, you jag off?
It's like, your words mean nothing. Yeah, it's like...
Did you do
like,
a little pepper grinder out there?
No, well, a little bit. No, but I did that, and then I pointed, and like you could... It's like his truck sank lower. It's really hard to describe.
Yeah.
But you know what I do? But I'm not in I was in a mood that day, maybe. That was very like, fuck off, because I normally...
You're going to get harpooned.
So, but what I do all the time in my car, though, because I'm also desperate for a method of communication. I saw someone do this once when I was like 17.
Oh, what is it?
And I thought it was brilliant. It's very simple. Whenever someone lets you in, you just crack the window down a little, raise your hand as high as you can go, peace sign.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Peace.
No, just peace right there.
I do the wave.
The wave is nice.
I put my hand out and I do the wave every single time.
Well, that's good, but I go as high as I can and just boom, hitting that is so nice.
That is nice.
It seems cool.
It's
I'm
cool.
doing waves all the time, but I like the piece. I'll do.
The piece is like, it's just a sign of like, I feel, because I've never, ever, outside of that one time when I was 17, ever witnessed anyone do that. So I try to be about that life.
That's nice.
Because I think, well, I'm spreading that. And right now we're even spreading it.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
People might think you're Quentin Tarantino.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for letting me in. Okay.
3 awful Quentin Tarantino impressions.
Just 3 whispers.
That's like a room in a haunted house. It's just a bunch of people doing
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it was good though. Yeah, actually, I like it. Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
The computer.
I think the best way you can live your life on the road is to let everyone in. Let them in.
Oh yeah, let him in.
Let them into your lane.
They tell you to share the road. And you got
Share the road.
I love Get Car.
Yeah, Get Car is we're trying to change the world with it. Be a generous driver. Let people into your lane. If there's someone next to you who is clearly trying to get in it, let them in.
Hey, you know what you're doing right now? Actually,
Or get cared.
yeah,
Get cared.
that's a Get Cared segment. That's a beautiful.
Get cared.
That's what you're talking about.
Get cared.
Okay.
Care about your fellow human beings. Just try to be nice to them. Let them in.
Speaking about,
Can you the 3 of you are there? Could you just hide the 3 in the middle? The 3 letters in the middle.
oh, right here.
Get
The 3.
red.
Yeah, that was what YouTube wanted everybody to do a few years ago.
That's good.
That's really nice.
Thank you. It's a YouTube joke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just call it premium now, right?
Yeah.
But did I have anything else for Get Car?
That's the question on everyone's mind.
Did I have anything else for Get Car? I don't think so. I think that's it for Get Car. Thank you.
It was really good. I really like how you ended it as well. Not that you ended it. I like the style in which you did.
Yeah.
It was very sweet. It was very bookstore-ish. Just thank you. That was sweet.
I might have more Get Car for the next few episodes.
We're in a fascinating time because the remaining episodes of Get Scared, specifically Get Scared, are finite. And it's like we could do whatever we want, but we could also have a lot of fun doing it. So we could do a Get Card episode.
We could do whatever we want and also have a lot of fun doing it towards the end. What a beautiful segue back into simulation theory.
Okay, all right.
If it's time.
We have time. We must talk about it.
It must be time to talk about simulation theory. Now, I'd like to preface all this by saying I don't really know what it's suggesting. I think I get the gist of it, but maybe I don't know how close I am to what it is. My thought is that we're in a simulation. I don't know where that means we really are, if it's a Matrix situation.
Well, that's...
Or what the thought is on that. If the thought is that when we die, we're going to wake up and now we're, Borg, on the Borg cube.
I'd love to be Locutus.
That's the fun of the question. And so for the view and for the viewer, I think the coolest thing about simulation theory, it is not one theory. I'm not like, okay, so the simulation theory states that in 1987, there was it's not that at all. That would be so corny. The simulation theory is as interesting as afterlife theories. It is just simply completely open-ended. The only thing that it suggests is that this is not base reality and that we are in a simulation right now. That's it. What's on the other side? That's where you have the fun. And here's my theory, okay? And by the way, these get as grounded as they do insane. Like base reality for the simulation theory could be anything from, it's 150 years from now and this is an educational program, all the way to where your mind is going with like...
That's like the Matrix, right? Because in the Matrix, it's deepest future.
Base level humanity.
What year is it supposed to be in the Matrix?
The year is unknown, as Morpheus states when he's explaining.
He doesn't know?
He doesn't know.
The year is unknown.
Yeah.
But it's the future.
Yeah.
And they're sort of plugged into 1999.
Exactly.
But
don't get me started. I'm a huge Matrix guy.
And I did do a video on this for the BuzzFeed Unsolved Network, where I went through the theories, or the kind of brackets of the theories, because there's 3 ideas as to what could be true. Within that, there's all of the stuff that you're talking about. So when you're saying base reality, you're talking about like reality 0. Like we are what we think we are.
Yeah.
We are.
I was actually going to do the Eminem thing. We are what we think we are. And if we weren't, then why would we say we are? We are. But then that's POD.
That's POD.
And we kind of are the youth of a nation.
We are payable on death.
Is that what they're called?
Christian.
Yeah.
I don't know the song, but it's really fun to be part of.
This is what it's like.
Metal.
This is what it's like to be in a room with Garrett and Andrew Swicky, because all of a sudden you're just kind of plucked out and othered by just waiting for them to stop talking in their own language to each other.
We have a lot of fun.
But okay, so just to couch it in this, the simulation theory, it actually comes from it. The Matrix predated it. Just the idea that we're not kind of living our own lives. But Nick Bostrom had a paper in, I believe it was 2003, that kind of named all of the ways that this could be true. And the 3 theories are as such here. Number 1, the human species is likely to go extinct before the post-human stage. So
wouldn't that be a given?
What do you mean?
Bookstore.
Wouldn't that be a given?
No, I'm telling you.
No, like a
go-
post-human stage.
Would the humans would go extinct before a post-human stage?
Yeah. Well, I guess if you're talking about not a post-human stage, like a stage where they
where it's habitable.
Yeah. Where something else is living.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I mean, we are going to die before a post-human stage. That's true.
Let's go.
But the fact that
Sorry.
but the fact that something else could be replacing us.
And probably mushrooms.
AI.
Could be.
Well, now we're just talking to the Matrix, which is crazy to see that happen.
Second, I mean, that theory suggests that like nothing's going to happen. We're living and we're here and then we're just going to cook ourselves.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
The second theory is that any post-human civilization is unlikely to run a significant number of simulations. It's not very likely that future ancestors would even run simulations. That's the second option.
Okay.
Or the third one is that we are living in a simulation.
Yeah.
Right. So either we're one humanity and we just live and die and that's it.
Yeah.
The second one is that our ancestors could, but very likely are not running simulations. And then the third one is that we are in a simulation. So one of those three things have to be true.
And most likely the first one.
And most likely the first one, that we're it.
Yeah.
Nothing spectacular is going on.
I appreciate this Nick Bostrom trying to make it analytic. I mean, it's such a weirdly...
You seem to be confused lately.
It's really not something I think about, or the options are...
The middle one is weird. I will say for myself and for the viewer, the middle one is like our ancestors are like running. That's almost like...
But that's the thing is that like... That's the only way that there is a simulation, really.
Well, not really, because that doesn't really state other planets and other galaxies running simulations on us. That's why it's a little limiting, I feel.
No. But it's just the suggestion is like the most logical leap is that future humans are running simulations on past.
Oh, sure. But it's, again, not to, I respect the research, but it's a little weirdly, it feels very Assassin's Creed. Like, why are we running past simulations? The language of it is a little weird and limiting, I think, to the imagination of the simulation theory. And so this is me starting drama between Nick Bostrom and Get Scared.
No. I think when we bring up whatever we want to talk about,
they'll fit into a category.
Yeah, they'll fit into one of those three.
I get that. You're probably right. I think so much about this that any like stripped down version of it is like weirdly tricky to grasp my mind, like attached to, because I think about it every day, 10 times a day.
Sure.
That's a lot.
I think about it all of the time because I think it's brilliant.
I think about it a good amount.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you know why? Is because I already mentioned in this podcast that I'm extremely like death positive and I'm not afraid of the subject, and I think about it very often. And a huge part of that is based on a theory that maybe death is not at all what we think. At all what we think. Not even close. I think that one of the biggest shocks we are going to get of our lives is on our death day.
But at the same time, I'm just trying to, are you running from the potential reality of finite existence?
No, I think that ashes to ashes mentality of us, going into the dirt and becoming just part of the ether with no consciousness is as beautiful as any other theory.
All right.
I think
I wasn't sure if you were like sort of banking on.
No, there's no clinging to hope from
No. Eastern religions, that's what they're trying to get to. Nirvana is a state of nothingness. Yeah. I mean, that is literally the goal, is what we fear in the West. Isn't that funny? What we fear of like, so we're just nothing is what they're trying to accomplish. It's so funny.
Yeah.
So no, I think ashes to ashes, dust to dust, that's beautiful. If that's our reality, rock on. I'll see y'all in 1,000 years as like a ladybug, and I'm so into that. But so that's okay. And it's not based on a fear. It's based on an expectation. I mean, I think I really do feel this way. I know I said it doesn't affect my waking life, but I really do feel like on the other side is going to be a real shock. And I'm not necessarily saying because it's going to be us waking up in base reality. I have a lot of theories, and that's for a whole nother episode to Get Scared. But to focus on the simulation. Or another show. Oh, you're right. Oh, I like that. Yeah. So, but can I tell you though my most valid simulation theory that I kind of think a lot about?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why you're here.
That is why I'm here. So the idea of us uploading our consciousness is not deep sci-fi. I mean, it's advanced, but it is probably reasonably 300 years away, like to where we could crack that code. AI could get on that, map out our brains and go, of course it's going to be controversial. Of course it's strange. What's my soul? What's my reality? But be like, your synapses, your brain, all the electrons can kind of be remapped onto this 700 terabyte drive or whatever the hell phrase they use. And like,
how many terabytes? Don't they have like a loose approximation of what the human brain can hold?
It's not impressive. It's like 6. I think I looked it up once.
6 terabytes?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's just like our last video projects, I feel, all of us here. No, but anyways, so
between 10 and 100, that's what they say.
See, no one's figured it out, things. That's a lot. That's a lot of
wide gap.
That's a wide gap.
2.5 petabytes or 2.5 million gigabytes.
See,
that's a lot.
You seen Lucy, where she taps into that?
Lucy
with Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ball.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, Lucy was Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, her mind, but like her whole entire mind.
Oh, wasn't the tagline like "Her mind will blow your mind"?
It's like the cooler version of Limitless. Yeah.
Her mind will blow your mind.
Well, you know what Limitless is about?
It's where they take those pills.
Yeah, and their mind opens up. Imagine
wait,
that.
Limitless rocks, right?
It's. I just love Lucy so much because I thought that
Who are
Limitless
you,
was going to
Desi
be
Arnaz? Second joke. About Lucy Ball.
nice. There are two movies kind of based on a similar premise, but like in Limitless, he's just like kind of good at crunching numbers, and in Lucy, she has like telekinesis and is like moving cities.
I see.
Yeah, because she like opens up.
But
her
there
mind.
is a thing about our brains that it stores everything forever.
Sure.
It has it all in there.
Yeah.
Do you ever have that thing where you'll just be sort of astounded at the brain's storage capacity? Where I'll have a thing suddenly where I'll remember like a dream that I hadn't thought about in like 15 years.
Yeah.
I'll be like, where is that coming from?
That's the thing. It's all in there. Like it's just our ability to access it, which is the difficult part.
And
Yeah.
you know what's the weirdest phenomenon about what you just said? When I have that moment of a dream I had 15 years ago, because of the nature of dreams, I don't know if it was 15 years ago or like last
you're not
night.
entirely sure.
Oh yeah.
But
Which is weird.
But I will have that I'll remembering it like 5 to 10 years ago.
I
I'll
see.
be like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's-
forgot about that
I
haunting
also
image.
did a
from it.
video on deja vu, and that's another thing that ties into the simulation theory and the Matrix. It's just like our synapses can fire at weird random times.
Actually,
Yeah.
when we were
and create these false connections.
When we were at Friendsgiving last week, in the middle of it, Sarah was like chatting with someone, and I think we were a little separated at the party, and she texted me and she was like, I'm having the strongest deja vu right now.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, that's all part of
And we've
simulation.
never been to your Friendsgiving.
Never.
that's true.
So I was like, Sarah, it
We're-
is deja vu.
We're not in the base reality anymore, Toto.
That, I
Did we
think
crack into the
deja vu
simulation there?
is kind of, I mean, that could be part of it, but
Friendsgiving, no less.
I do want to wrap up this one point, and like my best guess at what the simulation theory is that, you know, so we can upload our consciousness. It's a choice that people will have to make. I personally wouldn't. I'd feel like I'd just dip. But it's pretty crazy to think about, right? That's a whole other podcast episode. We can upload our consciousness. Okay. So what's on the other side? You can live forever. Oh, I want to live in a little Victorian mansion, and it's on the seaside, and I have no fall damage, and I can go cliff diving every day, and every
No clip?
What?
No clip?
Huh? Wait, sorry, what?
No clip is where you can go through walls.
Oh, no clip. Okay.
You're
Oh, okay. That was a very specific video game reference. That passed two people with a lot of video game knowledge.
I was
and we
very
both got
surprised.
confused.
Yeah.
I think it was a great thing to bring up right in the middle of my flow. I mean, it was really fun.
Well, you
to
were saying
sidebar and try to figure it out.
I think
you said no fall damage.
I did, but I feel like that's tangible. You used a clip like a.
I think that you are right to say no clip.
Thank you.
I hate when we fight. Okay, but oh, dude, there it is. You see
Get
what
cared.
for the audio listeners, he covered up the S and it was turned into get cared, and we needed
That's
that.
me saying it's okay. I'm sorry I interrupted.
No,
you.
that's okay.
I'm sorry
I do
we
like
ganged
it.
up to prove me right.
You can walk through walls.
Ganging up.
No, not again. Two people agreed and one person
Do you understand the point?
I
though?
agreed that I was confused, and I agreed that you were
was
not
right
wrong
to
to
say
say
it.
that.
Yeah.
Say we can upload our consciousness, and then what do we have on the other side? What does that look like? The celestial kingdom? We have heaven. We have infinite sushi dinners every night. We have like, you could do.
You mean like what is our, like in the
We're playing
storage space where our consciousness, because then we're in.
Yeah, I'm saying that if you could upload your consciousness, of course, on the other side of that is you're not in some black ether and you're just able to think. No, when you upload your consciousness, you are then in your own version of whatever you want. Like I'm sure there would be a company like Apple in the year 5 billion or whatever that runs it. You know, there's a whole conversation behind who would be figuring it out. But you could upload your consciousness and you can be in whatever you wanted to be in. You could be in your own personal heaven, which is a crazy thing to comprehend because that's what we would do. And we would live in like a fantasy land and you could look up at the sky and see.
But that's kind of under the assumption that whoever has the rights to your consciousness.
Yeah.
And let's be real about it. If it's going to be, this is base reality and this
It's going to be Jeffy Bezos.
it's going to be someone who can think and do whatever they want with it and probably nefariously, right?
Well, and that's where the show, if any of you listeners have seen Upload, that comes into it. There's micro transactions.
It's funny that
and-
that show's an Amazon original, is it not?
It is, but it's actually,
Well, they also did The Boys, which was all about like,
Yeah.
True.
you know,
I have seen,
anti-big corporation.
yeah, I've seen that show because I think about this all the time and I think it's really brilliant. Point is, is presumably if you could upload your consciousness, that would imply heaven for the rest of eternity.
It wouldn't necessarily imply it though. That would be the hope. But I could take
knows what they're locking
I can
you
take
into.
your consciousness and I can put it in a like a mop robot.
I can surround you with Cenobites,
Yeah.
you know?
And now you're a mop robot freaking out and knowing everything that you know, but you also have to do the job of being a mop robot.
If this is what Get Scared is this is fine. I'm okay with this. I'm trying to, for the listener and for y'all, explain a pretty simple concept. And y'all are like, but what if there's spiders?
No. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm just having what I think
But
is
so,
a reasonable
by
reaction
that
to it.
definition, though,
I am sure that if there was a company that was owning,
by that definition, though, we've already lived and have already uploaded our consciousness, and it's basically wiped our memories into this life that we've chosen or someone else has chosen.
Yeah, and in the show Upload, it's kind of clever because like these people can quite literally make FaceTime calls into reality. It's like I'm on the other side and they can access technology, so it's kind of clever. It's like they bridge the two worlds, and that would be possible in theory. It's like if your consciousness got uploaded, it's not some ethereal spiritual place. It's literally a technological feat. So you could FaceTime your dead grandma and she'd be like, "Oh, I woke up this morning and I played golf with Abraham Lincoln."
Jack Palance. Oh.
No, I guess it'd have to be someone. Sorry, not
Jack
Abraham
Palance.
Lincoln. There you go.
Yeah.
You know, but like
Why couldn't she play with Abraham Lincoln?
because he wouldn't have been in the simulation.
Maybe they could scoop up.
Yeah, or like a version of him. I played with a simulation of him. But I'm just saying, in theory, if there was a company that, and of course it would be charged.
Pickleball with Abe.
There you go.
I genuinely was not trying to interrupt for a joke. I was trying to say, I see what you're saying, but by the same note, it's just whoever is in charge of the thing.
Yeah, I was just making a point to get to my theory, okay? Is that if we could upload our consciousness, in theory, how humans work, best case scenario, it is an extremely pleasant place where you live indefinitely for the rest of time and eternity.
Yes.
That's it,
Yes,
okay?
yes,
If
okay.
it goes well and they're not freaking villains in charge of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if that's the case, that would become like hell. That would become so boring. That would become awful. It would be like being stuck in hell to wake up every day and see the same, like you can just like, okay, when I play a game called Hades, and when you can turn on like God mode where you can like choose all your boons, it doesn't matter if you don't know what that means. In a video game though, if you can turn on God mode,
It becomes boring very fast.
it becomes boring very fast. I stopped playing Hades the second I could choose my boons and build Risk of Rain 2, same thing. The second I could start to choose my boons and all the things that became great, I stopped playing. I was like,
It's
this is so boring.
Minecraft survival versus creative mode.
Yeah.
You need a purpose. Humans need purpose so deeply, so badly. We are hardwired for it. It's why people get weird when they don't have a purpose. They get real weird. So if that were the case, it would become like hell. It doesn't matter how many sushi dinners you have, how many hot people you get to hook up with, whatever your version of the afterlife is, it would become like hell. And and imagine that for not 10 years, not 100, not 500, but 1,000, infinity.
Yeah.
And here's where I'm going with this, is that the most incredible thing and the actual version of living forever would be to plug back in and live with bills, heartbreak,
Yes.
sex,
Okay, I see.
loss,
Your Matrix.
death,
Yeah.
wins, money. That I'm telling you, after 100 years of that heaven would be like, I want to unplug. I can't do this. I want to die. The actual thing.
Probably less than that.
Less than that, but a very grounded version of the simulation theories. Also, what if this was the new college and this was just the lives that you lived? Like, oh, I lived as a CEO in the year 2042. I lived as a farmer. I lived as a cowboy. A hard life where you're breaking your back, working every day. I mean, sky's the limit. But it'd be really interesting if you could then wake up in base reality again, in this reality, you're a 16-year-old girl in the year 3000. And the new affluence, the new collegiate program was like, I've actually lived 4 lives. And that's like your masters. And most people live 1 or 2 because within a life is a K through 12 education. It's lessons about like drinking, addiction, love, loss. I mean, there is so much in a life. So I think a good theory for this, those are my 2. And I know I'll shut up because I'm on a soapbox, but I think about this all the time. Those are my 2 theories, is that the simulation theory could be an afterlife loop that we're in and we live in real time, and then the other one is an educational that we live like several different lives and in the future.
But yeah, there's tons of like ideas and concept as to what could be a simulation theory and why. Like we do this with like city planners do this with like traffic algorithms, right? Where we go, okay, well, I'm going to run this city that I made. I'm going to run this like little simulation of how traffic flows, right?
A sim city, if you will.
A sim city.
Nice.
Exactly. So that's the thing, is that like we in our real life have simulations that we, can run. I can run them on my computer.
Yeah.
Right. Now, if you go, well, what if one of those things is so developed that it thinks that it, what if those guys down there, the simulation is so advanced that that little character that you can follow has its own thoughts and feelings, right? That's kind of what we're talking about in terms of like a simulation.
Oh,
now,
that's a different angle a little bit, I think.
yeah, absolutely, for sure. So because the idea is
you're sort of removing us in that one in a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So so we are almost living in a simulation. The second thing says any post-human civilization is extremely unlikely to run a significant number of simulations of their evolutionary history. The idea behind that one is that, say, for example, let's take a very real world, and it's not very fun, but it's the reality. We're looking at this climate problem. The Earth is dying, right? If we don't have a solution right now, we could, in theory, take all of human knowledge and then put it into a simulation and run a bunch of tests. Now, if with computers being advanced enough, I can say, run that test. I could do that 1,000,000 times. And did any of them solve the climate problem faster than we did, right?
That's an interesting one, man.
So that's the concern, is that like potentially there is a kind of humans are facing an extinction level event, and NASA's going to do it with like these. If this meteor comes this way, they're running a ton of simulations to see what could we do to fix that problem, right? We could, Watcher, Get Scared, us running this podcast, you all listening to this, we could all think that we're here, but really we could be in test number 546 and we didn't solve the climate problem.
What?
That's real. I can understand that.
I'm realizing I've never totally connected with the concept then of when people are like, we're in a simulation. I've always thought when people say that, they do truly mean like, this is too crazy. We must be in a virtual world.
I've never thought like that.
But I'm incorrect. The theory, when people say that, they're like, they're just toying with us and throwing these scenarios at us to see how we roll with them.
Dude, simulation theory is crazy. It is. It's crazy. And I know why. There are some theories for me that I can never get behind. So I'm like, my mind just doesn't connect with them.
It's not that I don't find it interesting. It's just I can't.
Yeah.
It's much ado about nothing, quite honestly.
It is.
Yeah, I'm like, in the same, I mean, and this is, I think, speaks to, people also spend a lot of time meditating on what happens to us after we die. I'm like, hey, I won't know till I'm dead.
I feel the same way.
So I'm always like, who cares? I need to focus on what's in front of me, enjoy the moment. And that's that. I try not to poke too many holes in it.
Well, you really lock in on the meaning of life when you're talking about this stuff.
For sure.
And again,
I think that's me discovering that meaning is now for me. And the future too, I guess.
This is why I sort of prefaced when I opened this up of like, it changes nothing. I live in the now. I'm super present. It's just a fun thing to think about that I think is extremely likely, but it doesn't change my base level reality. Not even 0.1%. Not at all. It doesn't change anything. I wake up the same. I live the same. It's just a fun thought exercise. Speaking of video games, that is another crazy thing that I've always thought about in relation to the simulation theory of like, this isn't me trying to be like a fourth grade teacher when I ask you this, but I'm genuinely curious how y'all will respond.
I'm excited for the setup here.
It's a very basic question. Don't try to get too crazy with it or like reach too far. What is the absolute most mysterious thing about our reality? Like when you just think of what we know.
Probably death.
Well, yes, that's extremely mysterious and that's a great answer, but it's not what I was thinking. Okay. I'm talking about our reality right now. When you're like the craziest shit that we have to deal with that a lot of people don't even like to think about because it is so extremely mysterious and clinically insane. What is that?
Are you walking us into something?
Kind of.
Oh, you're walking.
I'm at. What's that for you, Matt? He already answered death, which is a great answer.
Like what is
something about our life that's like what's something about our life that's insane that we have to deal with? The most mysterious thing, again, this is me, so it's like I'm not trying to be a fourth grade teacher right now. I think the most incomprehensible thing about being alive is the existence of outer space.
I was going to say space and aliens, yeah.
Space. It is something that I can't believe that people aren't talking about it all of the time. It is the most incomprehensible.
It's so incomprehensible. People can't grapple with it.
The Hubble Deep Field Image, where they focused in on the emptiness of space and they saw all those, I think it was 6,000 galaxies, each full of billions and billions of stars. And I mean, it's incomprehensible. Okay. Now, when it comes to simulation theory, if we were to be designed to be landlocked, that is what outer space is. Every single video game you can think of, unless they do a looping trick.
GTA 3.
GTA always has an end of
Vice City, GTA 4.
There's always there's always an end of the map. It's well hidden.
The Ballad of Gay Tony.
There's always an end of the map, though. You see what I'm saying? Like in every video game ever, there's an end of the map. And for us,
you think space is the end of the map?
And I think that it's something, because now we're kind of getting into weirder territory of like space isn't even real, and that's just a device to make us go, yeah, we don't really think about it.
Which is not, to be clear, not something you think.
I mean, all of this is that for me. It's just fun things to think about. Yeah. I love space deeply. It is I hope space is real because it is the most beautiful, fantastic thing in the world. But
I'm just clarifying, just in case someone goes, you guys let somebody on here that said space isn't real. It's a skybox.
Well, the Earth is flat, and no. I adore space. I love it. It is real. I love it. I check NASA literally every single day, every day for news.
They got stuff going on.
No, I love space so much, and I do believe in it. But that is a crazy thing to think about. That if because it is one of those things that, okay, say we get to the other side and we know the truth or more truth or something, and someone's like, that whole space thing, crazy you bought that, right? And we go, yeah, I never really thought about that. I think there's other things like that too. Like, yeah, you just kind of bought plumbing, didn't you? And it was there was kind of a theory for it that there were all these tubes underneath those.
I think about that with records, like vinyl records. How the hell does that work? I'm taking your word for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know about that.
But I think space is a really interesting device to think about for that could be our end of the map. And it's we ran so many different simulations, and that was the one thing that you guys didn't really question. There was some science behind it that you saw, but we kind of landlocked you.
Yeah, you weren't really good at figuring it out anyway.
Yeah, and even if you could, that's the crazy thing about space is if we could go the speed of light for 1 million years, we still wouldn't get to anything of consequence. We are landlocked. It's just boom, we're here. And that's pretty crazy to think about.
They got to fold it.
I know. I hope the viewer isn't can you guys tell this guy to shut up? Because I think about this all the time. You guys opened up Pandora's box because I want to scream about this stuff 24/7.
Yeah, no, it's a fascinating conversation that can go in this really exhaustive loop.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I never get tired of it. Oh, well, exhaustive is a hard word for me because I could talk about this.
I'm not saying we're doing it. I'm saying that it can be that,
Well, it's never ending. That's for sure.
Yeah, because you could come up with a million different ideas about
that's another problem is where does it go?
This is why people don't talk about it, is because we have these finite brains. It's too big, but I think it's delicious.
You still got to go to work.
Yeah.
Some of us got work in the morning, Charlie Kaufman.
That's funny.
That's all part of it. I don't know. I'll step down from my soapbox.
No.
It's why we brought you here to talk about it, because I think you are very fascinated by it and have it really just takes somebody to have combed through a lot of the ideas that it's encompasses. But again, anybody, whether they have paid any attention to it or not, can go, yeah, what's the point?
Yeah.
Well,
it's really something.
Hey.
Yeah.
Garrett, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Thank you for joining not only for Get Scared, but for Get Car. We didn't even tell you were going to be on Get Car.
I didn't ask him about if he was comfortable with being on Get Car.
We've sort of pulled the bait and switch with a lot of people when it comes to Get Car.
Well, don't forget E.T. Red.
Well, wait, is E.T. Red? Was E.T. Red one of them?
I don't know. I just looked over and saw it.
That's when E.T. was turning communist?
Yeah, he was a little
on next week's episode of Get Ska.
I'm trying to think of the ideal ska song to play for that. Boss Tones. That's. Can you play some ska music to get us out of here?
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to Get Ska, everyone. Join us next week when Ryan will be back, and for the 2 episodes after that, old Papa Lim will be joining. So we'll have the core 4 for our final 2 episodes of Get Scared. Won't that be nice? Then maybe we'll do some Get Car.
I'm sure I'll be back. I haunt Watcher like a ghost. I feel. I do.
YouTube.com/Garrett Watts.
Garrett Watts. You can find me everywhere.
That's
If
right.
people didn't know who you are, we did not introduce you.
I
said his name.
like I said, I do too much with Watcher. At this point, they're like, oh, him again.
They know who he is.
They know.
You know who he is.
You know.
All right, we'll see you next time, everybody.
Later.